guys, it's Heather here, and welcome back to the Lit Sisters. It's Monday, so it's my day, and today I'm going to do the book tag, the Unpopular Bookish Opinions tag. Without putting it off any longer, let's get started. So the first one is a popular book series that you didn't like, but everyone else does. And for this, there's two that come to mind, but it's the Mortal Instruments series. Now before I go any farther, I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it. I haven't read the Infernal Devices series, and I've heard that everybody says that those are better, so I am going to read those. But to be fair, I've only read the first 3 books of the Mortal Instruments series, and it was just okay, but I finished the 3rd book, and the series felt finished. So I don't really want to read anymore. Like, I just don't see the point of going on. The series ended at book 3. I don't know. It was just okay to me. I know people flip their shit over that book series, and I'm not gonna hate on people who like it. If you like it, good for you, but I can't. It's just not my passion, I guess. And the other one that comes to mind is Rebel Belle. I've read the first one. I haven't read the second one yet, because the first one, I was just kind of like, it was okay. It was entertaining in parts. It was nice to have a strong female protagonist, but at the same time, I don't know if it's just where I'm so old now. I just turned 28 years old, and these characters are still, like, in high school, like, living or dying for prom and cotillion and all this other stuff. Just, like, stuff I can't really relate to anymore. So I don't know if that was part of it or what, but it was just like, It just was a little young for me, I guess. So I wasn't a super big fan of it. The next one is a book series that you love, but everybody else hates. So it's the opposite of the first one. And I don't know if everybody else hates it, or just not a lot of other people have read it. I love the series, The Ranger's Apprentice by John Flanagan. It's a kids series, I believe, and it's just so good. There's a lot of books to it, at least 10, probably more. But they're kids' books, so they're easy to read through, but they're so entertaining, and it's just really cool. It seems like sort of back in time, but not a specific time era, if you know what I mean. There's so many layers to all these characters that are in the books, and I just really enjoy it, and I never hear anyone talking about it, and it's so good, and I just don't know why no one else knows about it or reads it. Like, I love it. It's so, I don't know. It's just something that I really enjoy, I guess. The next one is a love triangle where you didn't like who the person ended up with. Then this one I don't really have a good answer for it. I usually tend to go with whoever the writer wants the person to end up with. So, you know, there's that. Most of the time I go with canon. I will say in the Splintered series, I didn't like how that one ended with, she picked both of them, I guess? I don't know. I just didn't like it. I would rather end up with nobody than both. That's just like cheating. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have a really good example for that one because I always go along with canon pretty well, so. If you guys have one that you didn't like who the love triangle ended up with, please comment down below. The next one is a popular book genre that you do not reach for very often. And this one, I'm gonna have to go with biography. I know a lot of people love reading biographies, and I don't mind it once in a while, especially if it's like a humor biography, if it's written by a comedian, because they tend to tell the story in a more entertaining way. But most of the time, I'm just not interested. The next one is a popular or beloved character that you do not like. And again, I feel like I'm gonna get shit on a lot for this, but I can't help it. I don't really care for Snape from Harry Potter. I can't help it. He's a jackass. I'm sorry. I know he redeems himself in the end. Like, great, he was a super spy. Good for Snape. But through the whole series, he's a huge jackass. You're an adult, sir. Why are you taking out your problems with this child's parents on this child? Like, grow the fuck up. That's how I feel about it. He's just way too emo and just inappropriate to this child. Child! Who's done nothing to him. He just takes out all of his resentment towards Harry's dad who is dead that Harry never got to know, onto Harry. He takes it all out on Harry. And I know in the end, like, you know, he was a super double agent spy and he saved the day and it was great and I'm glad he redeemed himself, don't get me wrong, but I don't understand why everybody thinks Snape is such a hero. To me, he's not really that much of a hero. He's just a little bit of a hero. He did a little bit of good for all the wrong that he did. My opinion, again, I'm sorry if you love Snape. I'm sorry. I can't help it. The next one is a popular author that you cannot get into. The author Jules Verne, he wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Around the World in 80 Days, Journey to the Center of the Earth, all those books. I just can't get into him. I've started and failed to continue reading 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea about 1,000 times. His writing is just way too descriptive, and I know description usually is a great thing. It gives you kind of context, helps you imagine, but he goes overboard. I feel like he spent 20 pages describing a bolt in the bottom of a boat. Like, it's just too much. I feel like it just drags for me. And I know people love him. You know, his books are considered classics. And I'm not going to take it away from him. I just can't get into his writing style. The next one is a popular book series that you have no intention of reading. And now this one, I know it's really, really popular, and try not to take it too personally if you love it, but I have no interest in reading the Vampire Academy series. People talk about it all the time. I've heard it's really good. I've heard, you know, don't judge the book by the covers because the covers look like shit, and the covers really do look like shit. But I don't know. I'm kind of over the whole vampire thing a little bit. I don't know. I just am really not interested in starting a teen vampire series. I read my teen vampire series, and that was Twilight, and I'm good. I don't need any more. I just feel like I've had my vampire fix, and that series is kind of big. So I don't know. I have so many other things I'm more interested in that I would rather read. I really don't want to set aside time to read that, because I'm just not all that interested. Maybe one day I'll pick it up and read it and discover I love it. You know, that could happen. I don't know. I don't know the future. It could happen. But I'm saying for now, not for me. And the last one is, what book to movie adaptation did you like better than the actual book? And for this one, I'm going to have to go with It's Kind of a Funny Story. The name of the author is eluding me right now. But, the movie was really cute. Like, you got a lot of emotional feels, and you got the sad emotions and the warm fuzzies, and like, I ended that movie just feeling really good. The book, not as pleasant to read. I have to say, the book was like, he couldn't stop smoking pot and he couldn't stop masturbating, and that was like almost the whole book. Like, the movie, a lot of it takes place in the hospital, like the vast majority of it. Whereas the book doesn't really happen in the hospital as much. And I don't know, the book just wasn't anywhere near as good as the movie. The movie, to me, was so much better. So if you've seen the movie, It's Kind of a Funny Story, and feel like you need to read the book, you really don't. The movie is better. I swear. And if you disagree, then I know you're entitled to your own opinion. But anyway, that's the end of this tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked hearing about some of the things I don't like. And again, these are just my opinions. Nobody take it personally if I mention something you really love. It's just me. That's just how I roll. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and be sure to go to our channel and subscribe so you can see all our new videos. I post videos on Monday, and Chelsea posts videos on Wednesdays. And please comment down below and let us know what other kinds of videos or book tags you'd like to see. So until next time, you guys, happy reading!